Today is called The Puppy in the Pound, November 18th. Everybody can love in the place where they are. We can all add our share of love without leaving the room. Helen Nearing. Gotta sneeze. False alarm. Allergies are like ridiculous. At dinner, a friend who was interviewing for a job shared how she sometimes felt too eager for their acceptance. She said she found herself inwardly yelping like a puppy in the pound. Pick me, pick me. We all laughed because we all do this. At some point of inner confusion, we assume that we are orphaned of all gifts and possibilities. During these painful times, we imagine that we are so small in what we have to offer that we become desperate to belong anywhere at any cost. To make matters worse, when we hide parts of who we are, certain that if the potential boss or partner or new friend were to know all about us, they couldn't possibly accept us. Once inside this thinking, it is hard to repair, and the challenge repeatedly is to stop giving ourselves away. For what good is it if only a sliver of you remains? What good if only your ear is accepted and the rest of your body must be kept out of view? What good if only your obedience and good manners are accepted and the rest of your passion and personality must be kept in hiding? In truth, no one can live with a sliver, for slivers, even of gold, are near impossible to hold. Ooh, that feels deep to me. Doodly-oo, doodly-oo, doodly. I can't deal with it. There's a dog here. Go. No, 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 no. Doodly-oo, doodly-oo. Mindful moment. Wait, like that. Mindful moment. Yeah. Center yourself and bring to mind a time you felt the need to be accepted. Let that feeling come and go, and as you breathe, bring to the surface, if you can, that part of you that so wants to be loved. Breathe thoroughly and let each inhalation be an embrace of your every human longing by your very ancient spirit. I kinda am in love with that last line. Let each inhalation be an embrace of your very human longing by your very ancient spirit. So, the last part of the main reading, what good if only your obedience and good manners are accepted, and the rest of your passion and personality must be kept in hiding. I don't know if she really said this, but Marilyn Monroe is quoted with something that I'm about to mutilate, so I'll post it at the end. It'll be our quote for the day, about, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. And I think that's fair. So I think that's also really the secret to any long-term relationship, whether it's friends or marriages or whatever domestic partnership arrangement you're in. You gotta take the bad with the good. Now, that's not to say if it's abusive and it's crappy, don't take that. That needs to be addressed. But I know that even though I spend hours arranging my husband's dresser drawers and making them all like Marie Kondo tidy, I know that he is going to pull a shirt out, look at it, crumple it up, and shove it back in. And it's going to make me lose my mind. In fact, one time when I was, I was much younger. I think it was about 22 years ago when I was married to somebody else. I was super crazy anal about how the closet was. Like, shirts were in style sections and then color sections, and just my closets were a thing of beauty. Of course, this was before I had 5 more kids. I had 1 kid, and he was really organized on his own, so it was easy. But mine and my ex-husband's closet, I took the time to take everything out and reorganize it, because, you know, things get a little crazy from time to time. And so I redid the whole thing. And usually what he would do is try on a shirt, and if he didn't like it, he literally, and he has to roll up the sleeves, you know, roll up the sleeves, button it, because he wore button-down shirts all the time. He had to see how it felt. And if it didn't feel right, it either got thrown on the bed or on the floor. Yeah, a perfectly clean shirt that was pressed and everything, just chucked. So here's the problem. I had really bad PMS back then too. So he tries on a shirt and is like, not the one for the day. And he actually rolled down the sleeves and he hung it back up. But here's the thing he did wrong. He hung it back up backwards. Like, he put it on the hanger, but it was facing the wrong direction. And he stuck it in the blue shirts, and it was a yellow shirt. I called him at work, and I got one of his coworkers, because this was the, you know, this is when everyone still had landlines and nobody had cell phones. And I asked for him it must have come across in my voice, because they were like, it's for you, man. So he gets on the phone and he was like, hey, this and I was like, do you know what you've done? And I lost my shit. Are you doing this on purpose? Are you fucking with me? It was so bad. And I was seriously enraged. Like, I was so angry. Poor thing. He probably got off the phone and was like, I don't want to go home. And then, you know, later the next day when my hormones calmed back down, I realized what an ass I was. But, I mean, you know, he definitely put up with a lot of crazy hormones at that time. And I put up with him throwing a perfectly clean, freshly pressed shirt on the ground most of the time. And so, you know, and now here I am. At least he doesn't throw clean, well, I don't think he throws clean clothes on the floor anymore, but he will, I don't know. He'll check out a shirt, and if it's not right, he just kind of tucks it back in there. And it drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. But, you know I do things that drive him nuts. And he just always is like, you're so beautiful. You're so sexy. So, it's fine. We put up with each other's crap, and we get the good and the bad, you know? So, there we are. 15 years and 5 kids in. We're hanging in there. All right. I hope you have a magnificent day. I'm still putting stuff away.